but we'll get it checked. Welcome to Hagen. You'll be running an all-stop service to Siegen this evening. Climb aboard and get the train set up for departure. PZB on. Good, good. So if I move that to the right and then I move that down, welcome to Hagen, mate. This is where you get lots of DARs. There you go. Human, I'm running at 1080p. Oh, here comes the other train. Don't want to see it. And you stick your head out, so once you've opened the door, you can press the E key to stand out over in this section here. The window has to be opened first. Same applies over here. It's not the only way of doing it, because from this cab here I can use the keys to cycle round and I can still get to an external view. Lock the doors. Brakes are off. It's power time. It is spring-loaded into running, Ed, but people are holding it in the release section. The only downer with this cab is no AFB. I've got used to driving with AFB now, and now I can't have it in this cab. Boo! 40 limit, but we expect clear, so all good. Well, it's really interesting, Rob, because no one's had any problem with it in the play testing, so ouch. Okay, my ears are now bleeding. So the question is the cab car actually controlling the loco, or is the cab car a loco itself? It is actually controlling the loco behind. It's not a loco, it's Got no the simulgraph for it literally has no tractive power in it. It has braking, but it doesn't have tractive power. This is the first cab car in TSW, yes, because everything else I think has been units. Hey, I take no credit for the scenario, Rob. The gameplay team have been doing a cracking job on the scenarios. Really cracking job. You haven't seen the next one yet. The one after this. It's kind of like this, but in the dark. Goes downhill down here. What do I do as senior producer? Basically, I try and not get in the way too much. See you later, Darth Maple. Thank you very much indeed. Oh, got a freight train coming off the freight lines over there. Hohenlimburg is next, 10 kilometers away. See you later, Droya. You hit the home button. See you later, Josh. I'm Hankum. So I sent off the request to Dovetail for all the keys. I've sent off the email to Just Trains. I've sent it to Lewis at A2A. I think he's got in touch with everyone. Armstrong, I need to email everybody out and give them instructions. And the Dovetail ones I'm going to go and get sorted myself this time around. So hopefully I've all collated the list. Yeah, hopefully it won't be too long and I'll be able to get them out. Still got 8.5 kilometers to go. 6.1. We've gone past Bowl Yard now. Someone on the one of the Discord servers has actually been walking the route and has found a lot of the little secret exploration places. So have a look around the route on foot, because you can walk away from the tracks in a few areas and see some different things. It's worth looking at. See you later, Hankum. G Cook Scotland. So the brakes will apply on the NEC based on the amount of deceleration you're doing, not the speed you're doing. So you need to hit 1.5 meters per second squared deceleration, which is when the suppression light is on solid. So it blinks when it's about 0.5. It goes solid when it's at the right level. So that just means apply more brakes until it solidifies. Three kilometers. White static spots. Ooh, that's odd, yeah, man. I've got no idea what that might be. Yeah, definitely drop a note to the support team. Bacon, you're constricted to console. Have no fear, it'll be coming. No, there isn't a suppression short key. Drop to 10. We're under 100 anyway. That was one of those blue diamonds just back there, actually, because that siding off to the left isn't powered. A lot of the sidings on the yard aren't powered. Sidings on the yard, sidings on the line. AFB toggle is the R key, correct? Yeah, it'll need a diesel loco of some sort for accessing the sidings. I mean, going into the sidings with a loco like this would be a one-way trip. Oh no, we definitely want to look at other countries, Doyle and Squirrel. Zergsky, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. I mean, Dovetail has done other countries for TS1. Switzerland and Austria, and because there was Semmeringbahn, so it's not quite that straightforward. Benzocanes, no, you can't control it with Y and C. It's Control R and Control Shift R, which I don't particularly like either, it has to be said, but that's what it is. We've got no lighting. Better. Ooh, pretty blue lighting. Oh yes, we've done France as well, haven't we, done it? Yeah, we did the TGV. Accelerate back up to speed. Yeah, Harrison, you're very surprised by the TS19 news. Yeah. Cool, isn't it? Has everyone here heard the news about 64-bit train sim? And if not, what planet have you been on? Does it mean less dump files? It depends on the cause of the dump file. If it's an out-of-memory dump file, then yes, those should be a thing of the past. To 65-bit? I don't know, that might be a bit more difficult. What have we got? 1.3, 1.2. We're coming into let math now. Oh, I do like this station. Let's go and have a wander. Well, it's not. Apparently I stopped in the wrong place. I have to use the door behind. Driver. Useless. Useless driver. Almost time to go. Why not turned on the rear lights? Right, that's better. Is that better? That wasn't very simulation, I know, but I wanted to get going. You can change to each of the different driving positions with the control minus and control plus keys. .4 to Altina. Control minus and control plus. G Cook Scotland. Good night, Emma. I'm confused about. Let's reduce speed for the 80. Will I be doing any Steam tonight, Lil John? No, I'm just running Train Sim World. In fact, this might be the last one. We might have another go at the Rise and Shine one just for anyone who wants to see it, but given it's 10 to 1. Short stream, but... That's the 80 limit in place. I know Moggy isn't here at the moment, but it feels like we should still turn the wipers off. Interesting that we can still hear the rain though, that's nice. Yeah, let's go with that, Glen Egg. That sounds like a good explanation. Feels unreasonable that I've got to work too hard on the Dosto compared. Now I've got used to AFB on the other trains. Just feels like I'm working too hard for this train. It's too needy. $70 limits. There's no PCB on that one by the looks of it. It's right, we're doing under 70 anyway, so. That's the 70. I'll probably get a chance to look at it on Monday, Rob. Push back up the speed limit. Where'd our station come from? Almost time to go. Whittle. Yes, I'm going to be at Gamescom next week, which should be fun. Haven't been to Gamescom before. Hey, Flying Scotsman, how you doing? That'll be nice. That'll do nicely, Rob. Be good to see you again. BMJ, 20 months, nearly 2 years, a new badge. All I want you to do is keep on networking and commenting spads. Knowing your skill, no top will want you as a driver. No, quite indeed, BMJ. Thank you very much for your support. Much appreciated. Well, I presume they recorded the sounds from the doors, Ruricon, so it's because those are the sounds. Hey, former race worker, how are you doing? Rob, did you pick up the next gen add-on for Bridge Crew yet? See you later, Bacon. No, me either, Rob. But it does look good, it has to be said. Flying Scotsman, yeah, this is the cab car. It's just apparently going to sit there on the screen forevermore. How about going away? Can you turn AFB on and off when the train is moving? And what would the cause of R not activating AFB if he has the feature? So, you can turn it on and off, but there are rules about when you can turn it on and off. It's not just you can do it anytime you like. Remind me when we finish this scenario, I'll give you a quick overview. Essentially, you have to, if you're stationary, then you want the throttle to 0, AFB to 0, Press R to toggle it on and you should see the blue mark appear on the HUD. Set the AFB to the target speed, set the throttle to the target throttle. If you're moving, throttle to 0, AFB to maximum, press R to turn AFB on, adjust the AFB and then adjust the throttle. Let me show you in the game, Dex. I'll finish this scenario and then I'll just do a quick service and show you. It is the 185 he's driving, is it? Oh, hello. What's going on here then? You just gave me a wake-up call. If someone sends a fax, does the receiver know who sent the fax message? Yeah, there's normally another page printed with it, which has got information like caller ID and so forth. We're going to be routed wrong line ahead. Beware, you're restricted to 70 km/h. If you want to, you can adjust your screens as well. You can't if you're the sender, BMJ, but I think the receiver can. Recons, if you're on a mouse, you can just use your mouse button, your mouse wheel to adjust your fob. But if you're on a console, you can't. 50 limit through here. Crossing over here. A2 or the Virgin first gen DLC for TS1? Personally, probably the A2. I think that's a really nice model. The 47 in the first gen pack is quite good. But given those two, Steam would be what I'd choose. I wonder if this has still got the bonkers looking train. It's a real consist, but it looks utterly bonkers. It's about 3 cab cars in the middle of a train, Stephen Jam. Here it is. Oh no, it's not that. That's a different thing. Maybe I'm thinking of the other scenario. Tree on the line. That's the other scenario, Pishlik, yeah. Just about on time, Dex, so we'll be finishing with this scenario in just a moment. Why is that, Luca? Oh. The ultimate simulator. Which one's that, Ben? Hertz. Oh, gotta go pull forward. Storm continues to be problematic. More reports coming in of debris on the line. Someone throwing their cheese around with casual disdain. We'll be terminating all services in Plettenberg. You'll be routed into platform 3. That would be why. There'll be a train up there. There we go. Green, yellow with an expect stop. to acknowledge it. Interesting. Oh, we've got a green light next. That means it's not actually lit. Interesting. Wonder what happened there then. Maybe it changed as we went over it. .1 kilometres to the end, I think. Pop Beerers to Fiction, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Clearly lots of trains being terminated here. Hey, Mr. B9Bot, how is it going? If the brakes get overcharged, you just have to wait. They will discharge gradually. Oops, wrong one. Wrong one. I don't know. A few minutes, I think, potentially, Dex. Right, so Dex, you wanted to know about AFB on all of the ons and offs. Is that right? See you later, Glen. I go. Garager, so next week I'm at Gamescom. Following week we should be good to go for normal, and the weekend after Gamescom, so not this Saturday but next Saturday, should be the One House Model Railway bank holiday stream. Do I like my school days? At the time, no, but when you look back, you miss them. Right, so let's pick a 185. I think it's the 185 Dex. Let's have some decent weather for a change, shall we? Hagen to Finnentrop. Let's just do a Finnentrop Hagen. That'll do. Yes, it's when you were a kid, JP. Do you remember that you never seemed to think that you had enough time, but when you look back, you're just like, kid, you were swimming in time compared to where things are now. Right, so wow, that's on. Let's get moving. So put that forward, wait for the brakes to charge. Oh, they're already charged. Excellent. Right, so from a standing start, AFB to 0, throttle to 0. Press R to turn AFB on. The AFB, by the way, is there. That's what R is toggling on and off. Now you set your AFB. So when you turn it on, you'll see this switch, this light down here, the marker on the HUD. That proves that AFB is now on. If that doesn't turn on, AFB is not on. Right. AFB. Push that on. And then all we need to do, brakes are released, is apply power. So that's AFB from a standing start. I don't know, Gouger. Possibly. It's the next major games event, so it could be. Just get around this corner a little bit so you can actually see what's going on this screen. Up and down shortcut is Control R, Control Shift R. Right, so if you now want to turn AFB off, throttle off, because now it's not doing anything. Don't touch AFB yet, because it will still brake you. So you want to press R to turn AFB off. Now this is disengaged. You can turn it, do what you like. Now if I apply the throttle, it will just apply the throttle directly. What if you turn AFB off with the throttle on? Nothing will happen. The throttle will be disengaged. Yeah, so if I do that now, well, I'll show you how to do that in a minute. But yeah, the throttle's disengaged, so I'll do nothing until you're off and then back on again. The meter above the speed, this is an accelerometer. So if you see, if I put the brakes on, you see it starts going to the left, which means I'm slowing down. And if I release it, it'll move back towards the middle again. And if I put some power on, you can see it comes back over towards speeding up again. So to get throttle control, to just throttle to 0 and then it's active. Yeah, essentially there's a traction lockout. So if I now wanted to go back onto AFB, throttle to 0, AFB to maximum, press R. You'll notice the blue dot has appeared down here again, and then set AFB where you want it to be, and then apply the throttle. Yes, the blue dot you mean this URL found. Oh no, the accelerometer, yeah, that's new. Yes, there's been a few HUD changes, like the AFB target speed here and the accelerometer here. At the moment the accelerometer is only on the German trains, but hopefully it'll get pushed back. Yeah, it's only on the German train, Steven Jam. It'll go to the earlier stuff at some point. So if I leave the throttle on maximum now and I just turn AFB off and cut that, we're not applying any power at all. You see the amps has been cut out. So you throttle off, throttle back on again, and you can get amps. So if R refuses to activate even after doing it that way, how can it be activated? I don't know, without knowing what the problem is, Dex. Every time I've done it, that's always worked. Papas, thank you for the follow. Put that back to there, press R. Go up to 65 and you can see it applies the e-brakes and slows me down. A and D key on this loco control the throttle. On the 143 it controls the AFB because it doesn't really have a throttle in the same way. Hey there, Open Bar Transport, how you doing? Does that make sense, Dex? I mean, AFB will bring the train to a stop as well. Other guy, thank you for the follow. So, air brake supplied. And if I put that back up, right, does anyone want to see me run through Rise and Shine one more time? Just to show you how to do that one. Good night, Rob. Right, Daffies, let's do Rise and Shine. Do that and then we'll call it a night. Oh, it's only 10 minutes, JP, so we're all good. I haven't got to go to work tomorrow. I can have a lay-in. Yay. Generally, what goes wrong with this scenario is if you hit the brakes and overcharge them with a release setting. Right, let's come down here and do the battery, the pantograph. Sit down here, put this in reverse, wait for the reservoir to charge. How do you mean labels, Daffies? Right, there we go. Oh, I see what you mean, yeah. Pantograph, main circuit breaker. Right, brakes have released. Put that back to off. Tail lights on. The key thing is generally when you're operating this brake, if you hold it in the release setting, then what you're actually doing is overcharging, which puts lots more air into the pipe, which then makes it difficult to release the brakes. Let's go down the other end. No, don't hold it. Essentially, you just flick it into release and then let it leave in the running, because what running means is the setting you use when you're running the train, so it is released. What release does is it forces a lot of air into the pipe to try and balance them out. It's where you got problems with the brake pipes. There's no tailor option, only red. Fair enough, it should be more clear perhaps then, yeah. Oops, no, over here. That one. That one. Right, when you sit down here, brake key. So the key thing to check is, are your brake pipes showing your brakes are released? Do a brake test here. Brakes applied. Again, just flick it into release. That's it. As soon as we apply power, you start seeing the accelerometer tick away, which means we're on our way. Yeah, when you're having a problem, you're probably seeing some brake pressure sitting in the brakes here, which means it locks the traction out. I don't think there is Thelonious, actually. If you've overcharged, all you can do is leave it in the running state and it will discharge eventually, but it might take a while. As in a couple of minutes. The T icon is the doors being opened or closed, Lucas. It's on the Talent, there's the KN with a cross in it, which tells you if the traction power is locked out. No, it doesn't look like it, because I'd expect the power to be locked out now. Yeah, so you see the T's just gone out. Hey Gorilla North, thank you for the follow. Open bar transport. This one is not not on Xbox yet. It is going to be on Xbox, but it's not there yet. Right, I think that's it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching. I don't know when I'm going to be back next. I think next stream is probably going to be the bank holiday weekend. So not this weekend, the following weekend, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, model railway stuff. It's the bank holiday operating weekend, so lots of people, lots of stuff to see. So it should be cool. And then after the bank holiday weekend, fingers crossed, we're back to normal. So we should be good. Next week I'm at Gamescom. This weekend I'm at Bristol at the Society of Model Experimental Engineers exhibition. So if you're in Bristol area, it'd be good to see you. Otherwise than that, I'll see you on this next stream, the bank holiday weekend. All right, folks. Thanks again. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Trains in life. Matt's gonna drive on down the track. Trains in life. It's good to see you've all come back. Matt's right here, he's just begun, showing how it should be done. An engine driver's life is fun, and we can do it too. Trains in life. Matt's gonna drive on down the track. Trains in life. Good to see you in the chat. Matt will always do his best as he puts locos to the test. He drives for hours without a rest, and you can do it too.